It's here with the Monday edition of the Zach Wilson Show, and you're all about to catch these fucking hands, especially you, Bill Rupp, especially you. You're about to catch these hands. Rackets is about to catch these hands. And Evan, you're getting a fucking open hand smack across the fucking face for the shit that you motherfuckers put me through. And now we saw Jesus Christ himself reincarnate and rise from the dead last night. Welcome back, Zach Wilson. Great performance. Would have loved the win. Great performance, kid. I got a lot to fucking say. Shut that fucking dog up. But before we do, Evan Hand, we had some technical issues before we started the show. We got it done thanks to Benny Riccardi. Benny Riccardi with the hottest fucking Sunday night bet video on the internet. Go check that out. Week 4, week 5, whatever the fuck week it is coming up. Bet show is already out. I think it's already got a few thousand views. Go support Benny. Benny's producing from behind the scenes because Evan, Bill, is the only person in America who still has Spectrum Internet.
I told him he's fired on the text thread.
Out of business.
But also, I mean, if you live above Albany, I mean, you're in the boonies. You know,
if you live above Albany, why?
He still goes to the bathroom.
House up here.
He still goes to the bathroom outside. He still has an outhouse.
You have a house up here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm always here.
This is not on me. Okay? This is not on me. This is on shitty-ass Spectrum. This is all their fault.
No, it's on you for still having shitty Spectrum.
That's the only fucking thing around here.
I have a female friend. It's more of a friend of a friend because I don't really have female friends. I have a friend of a friend. It's my friend's wife's friend. Who gives a shit who it is? Anyway, the girl says, like, her boyfriend's a piece of shit and an asshole, and he hit her once, and she took him back. And then every time he does something, so we hate him, right? She won't even let us near him. She won't let us know where he is. She lives, like, far away. She lives in, like, fucking Bayou or something, Connecticut, Rhode Island or something. But every time she cries about her relationship, everyone wants to listen. He's an asshole. I go, no. You're an asshole because you're still fucking with him. Evan, you're an asshole because you still have Spectrum. Spectrum has beaten you, abused you, shut you down 15 million times, and you're still with him. It's your fault, not Spectrum.
There's nothing I can do.
Yes, there is. You can switch to Verizon.
They don't have. I don't know if they have Verizon.
They have Verizons everywhere.
Verizon stops like literally down the block from me. I can't.
Yeah, and he's literally in Canada.
He's in Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
I mean, he literally.
I can see Canada.
Major city.
He overlooks Canada.
I can see Canada.
So we have a donation. City Pizza. Let's get right to it. Let's get this party started. Zach Wilson still sucks. I agree.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna get there right now. We're about to talk. We're about to chat. Thank you for the donation, City Pizza. Evan, let's start off with you. You want to introduce any headlines? Or first of all, Bill Rupp, how you doing today? You had a good weekend betting. You had a nice your FanDuel account.
Well, no, so Saturday with my own bet, I won on your bet Saturday, and then I won on Notre Dame that I bet. But my other bets were just like I didn't get any of the Penix screwed me.
I mean, dude, Penix
like
didn't
that
even.
Game was that not fixed? Like, you know what? I don't think we can talk about our plays anymore because like everything's getting fixed. Like Penix was out there. He's thrown 4 touchdowns, 3 or 4 every game, and then they run for 4. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah,
so
I got to fix my thing here. The light's coming in.
I lost 8 units on my bets on Saturday, but then I came back yesterday and just killed it with like a first touchdown score, 950, NASCAR 1100, parlays, my max bet chalk play of the week cashed. So it was pretty good yesterday.
Sundays are for Bill Rupp.
Dude, Bill Rupp looks like it has a case of chicken pox. Bill's hashtag had a case of chicken pox yesterday. Mm-hmm. Ryan Blaney plus 1,100. The Bills team over 34.5. Bills team over 44.5. Puka over 127.5 live. Pacheco plus 950 score first. Hit a plus 180 parlay. Hit a fucking plus 110. Hit a plus 140. Have a day, Bill Rupp. Good job.
Plus 350.
Yeah. So, Rackets, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good today. I'm good.
All right. That's right. And we'll talk about Evan. Evan, how are you today? Outside of your fact that you still have Spectrum, which good to know Spectrum's still in business. Bravo, Spectrum.
I'm not well because I watched the most rigged game in America last night.
Well, I mean, you should be well because you also have the most viral TikTok in America right now which I believe has 300,000 views in about an hour and a half.
It's up to 4 now.
400. That thing's going to 1 million. Is that going to be your first million, or have you had 1 million?
I had 1 million.
Have you had 1.9? Because that's I have 1.9.
Oh, I've had a 10 million view TikTok.
Wow. Before. All right. Jesus Christ. Just fucking totally shit on me there. So, I mean, listen, there's nothing else to talk about right now to start this show. Senene, if you're listening, we're probably looking at like 250, 255, because this is going to take a minute. So let's first start off with the most rigged game in America. Okay, we'll start there. Evan, we'll bring you in right out the gate before I just start punching you. But before we do, actually, no, I'm punching them. I'm smacking you. You're good. I'm punching them, smacking you. I like you more than them.
I'll take that.
I wanted to punch fucking these two idiots, especially this fucking guy down here. Is that him? Is that him over there? This fucking idiot over here.
It's either me or him.
I want to whip my dick out and just either way I'm safe, right?
Two, yeah.
Either way, I want to whip my dick out and just piss down there onto this fucking idiot's head. But he's probably pointing the wrong way. But what I will say, actually, no, I think you did that right, Bill. I think you mirrored it right. That was
I
good.
think you got it right.
What I will say is, for those saying Buffalo is not Canada, here is. Can you guys see this? That's the border right there.
I can actually see Canada, guys. It's not.
It's literally on the line. That's Buffalo right there. That's the line that separates. That's Canada, dude.
Yeah, Peace Bridge is like 12 minutes from me.
It's like you could walk to Canada, right? like
literally,
it would take you what, like a day to walk to Canada? Maybe
not even.
Hours,
not
6
even.
hours.
Yeah, maybe.
What is it? 12 miles? Oh, so it would take you
12 minutes, 9 miles. It's like 5 miles.
so walking like a 15-minute while, it would take you fucking.
I can go right to Canada.
Yeah, like an hour and a half to walk to Canada. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Let's talk a little bit about this rigged game, Evan.
Hold on. Can we start off with the question from last week? I think I blew you out of the water.
I'm assuming we're starting off with a question that you won, so go on.
Well, no. I wanted to take, because I actually got a few DMs about this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were interested in it.
From the homeless hunters?
Usually I don't get any DMs, but a lot of people were interested in the Taylor Swift versus Aaron Rodgers camera battle, and I think I blew you out of the water.
Yeah, you did, but I just watched the video. And the thing I did say on there was, if Aaron Rodgers is up in the booth, Taylor Swift wins. If I thought Aaron Rodgers would be on the field, Bill made the point they wouldn't put him down there. Bill was right. No, he was right. I was wrong. And I said on the show. He started
off on the field, though.
I said on the show, I didn't even think of that he wouldn't be able to be on the field. I thought he was going to be on the field, so that I'm thinking every time Zach comes to the sideline, you're guaranteed a Rodgers pan, right? Sitting on the thing. Plus, every interception, you're guaranteed a Rodgers pan because he's there with him and his arm around him. But no, you were right. Taylor Swift won it. I don't think it was this big a blowout, because Rodgers did have that 3 pans in a row.
She had like 40 before the game even started.
If you, I wouldn't have let it be pregame. It would have had to start when the game started. So, but yes, Taylor Swift won that. Now let's get to the rigged game, Evan. I said I'm going to talk about myself a lot here, because outside of Desmond Ridder, which we'll hopefully not get to on the show.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that one.
We're not letting you off the hook on that one.
It's like we're going to get to that one.
No, we'll get to that one.
We're going to get to that one. But Zach actually saves me on Ridder too. But I did say, Evan, a little bit. But I did say, Evan, there's no chance they're not rigging this game up until kickoff in our Discord.
We were talking about it in the Discord. Yeah.
In the Discord at 8:00. Everyone's like, Tommy, why don't you have any bets on this game, really? I put 3 bets out. They all won, I believe. But everyone was like, why aren't you? I'm like, because I know they're going to fix it. The line's dropping like crazy. It went to 7.5 for the Jets. It was 9.5. Who's betting the Jets? 96% of the money's on the Chiefs. Why is the line dropping? What's going on? Taylor Swift is there. So half of me goes, they're not going to let Taylor Swift's boyfriend lose. That's not going to happen. With billions of new fans, they've been trying to penetrate this international and female market for decades. And now they're going to fucking have them all buy Chiefs jerseys, and their first experience is a loss? No. They're not letting the Chiefs lose. But at the same token, Bill's a point, every big favorite won. So is Vegas going to take the hit and let the Chiefs money line finish off all the parlays for a day? Well, what's the happy medium? Chiefs win, Jets cover. That's the happy medium. All the Chiefs spread bettors lose. All the fucking money line winners and the Swifties win. It's exactly what happens. Evan, you have a fantastic video. You guys need to see it because there's a play on there that I didn't even notice. But not only that, Evan, the Chiefs started off 17-0, and Mahomes started cheating to get the Jets back in it to make sure that they didn't cover the spread. He threw 3 interceptions, 2 right to the Jets. Well, he threw 4 interceptions technically. 2 that got caught and 2 that got dropped. Right? Mosley dropped one. There was Evan, that game was 100%
rigged. Absolutely rigged.
Well,
without a doubt.
John, my boy of the stock trading world, John Nigerian, he even tweeted out a tweet about the game being rigged for the Chiefs. He showed multiple holding calls.
The holding on the 3rd and 22.
And then Evan posted
Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson.
Is that the one you posted, Evan? The 3rd and 22 scramble?
Fucking ridiculous.
Bro, he's holding them like this. Like,
he was pulling it while holding them.
And the dude's like waving, like, yo.
As Mahomes just sprints past.
He just runs for 30 yards. Yeah.
What I will say, I did not see that live though. Like they showed the replay
I didn't
of
either,
it.
Rackets.
I was screaming at my fucking TV.
I missed it. I was still screaming from the fucking Sauce Gardner bullshit fucking penalty. Dude, if there's a 3rd and 22, you better fucking have semen still left on that dude's ass from the rape that occurred to throw that flag.
And it was a 5-yarder. It wasn't
You
even
better
PI.
get raped in order for
So
that
bad.
to happen. There better be dry cum now on his asshole if you're going to give them a free 3rd and 22 in a 3-point game with a minute left.
Dude, Salah lost his
He, like,
fucking
pinched
mind
his fucking
too.
shoulder.
Rightfully so.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That was bullshit, dude.
100%.
Bullshit. And then when Mahomes slides down into fucking one, Bill.
Oh, he saved my team.
Oh, God. All the minus 7.5s, all the minus 9.5.
That's why we tease, baby. That's why we tease.
Oh, that was great. But that game was completely rigged. And it's funny, it was rigged the first
He
half.
knew exactly where he needed to slide to.
They
bro. He
manipulated
started going
that-
45-degree angle.
He had like a box this big to slide into. It was like touchdown here, not first down here. He
Yep.
parallel
And then he went at an angle and was like, nope.
You ever
right
see
here.
the video of the stunt dude who like spins the car and parallel parks it in the spot?
Yeah.
He just like fucking
Got up and did the LT too,
Yeah,
right at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, it was over.
Motherfucker.
Oh, that was great. But yeah, I mean that game was completely rigged. They rigged it for the Jets to stay close at the beginning because notice Mahomes wasn't throwing touchdowns at the beginning or anything, right? Pacheco broke one. And then the touchdown was to Gray that didn't look like it was going to be a touchdown.
Kelsey wasn't even on the field for that one, I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't even think
so
he was on the. I don't think
They
he was on
weren't
the
letting
field for
Kelsey score a touchdown, Bill. We said that last night. And Bill, by the way, just so you know, the camera's always on you in this view, so we will see every time you're not paying attention. And on your phone.
First of all, I'm doing work.
No, you don't do work on the show. This is the work.
I'm trying. I don't want to look. Somebody said something in the chat. I was researching it to see if it was correct.
What was it?
Well, no, because I didn't know. So yesterday, remember they put up that 22 bet?
The 22-yarder, yeah.
Kelsey over 22 yards. And then
The longest reception, yeah.
Rackets said that it was on DraftKings. And I was like, holy shit, I heard that it was on FanDuel also. So they both had the same bet. Kelsey
Same
longest
boost.
reception, 22
They're
yards.
not gonna make that lose.
Hold on. But that was because a Taylor Swift song is called 22.
Yes.
There's a Taylor Swift song called 22. So obviously that bet wasn't winning when FanDuel and DraftKings
Yeah, that's
both
right, man.
have
That bet
it.
wasn't going to win. Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, and you're telling me not to do it.
What?
And you're looking down at your phone.
I glanced down at
You're
my phone.
doing it the whole time.
Dude, here's me, okay? The host who says 100,000 words a show. If I got something on my phone and you're talking, it's here's you.
No, you never see my phone. No. Absolutely not. No. You're full of shit.
What?
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go back.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go,
Let's
Mr.
go, motherfucker.
Mr.
You wanna go?
New York Radio? You want me to
Mr. New York
Oh,
Radio.
bring that up.
Because I was in the car. You
I
want
was
me
in
to
the car
play
too.
a little of it?
I was
You
in the
want me
car
to
too.
play it? You want me to
Please.
play with the New York
Please, 'cause I
people
heard-
saying?
Yeah, go.
Mr. New York Radio.
This is a fucking argument we had from last night where
It's
Bill
so
said
funny.
all of New York radio is going to still be killing Zach Wilson. And I said, yes, but they're going to say, you know what? He actually looked good last night. It's impossible for anyone, the biggest Zach Wilson hater in the free world, to watch that game and go, all right, you know what? At least we saw flashes. There's something there. And I'm going to tell you what really happened last night.
Go on.
Bill? Yeah, I didn't think so. Suck it.
No, I'll play it. I'll play some of it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it.
Oh, dude, and it's probably 8 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that they finally let him go. But think about
Right there, they just complimented him.
That was the host.
It doesn't matter. That's
caller.
Turn it off. You're manipulating an argument. That's what I said was going to happen. That they're going to kill him still because he fumbled, but they're going to say, hey, at least they gave him a shot. At least he played well.
BT was saying that this was a game where he came out.
Bill, I was listening to the Tierney show.
Everybody else who called in said that he
I
still
don't care
sucked.
about the callers.
Well, that's what our argument was about.
No, the argument was about the hosts.
No.
Why do you think I was bringing up Sweater and the Schmooze and Tierney and
I
fucking
said
Carton?
all of New York radio is going to be killing him tomorrow.
Right, and that's the hosts.
I'm talking about the caller.
That's not New York radio. Those are regular people calling into New York radio.
Of
New
course.
York radio is the hosts.
That's New York radio.
New York radio is the hosts. That's New York radio. Some fucking idiot named Bill Rupp who hates Zach Wilson calling in is not New York radio.
It's Billy from Bloomfield. Get it right.
Billy from
There's
Bloomfield.
no callers. If there's no callers,
Billy
there's
from
no
Bloomfield.
show.
All right. Yes, there is. I did a 2-hour show with no callers multiple times on
That's
radio.
why it was so boring.
Oh, radio show of the year. I got my. Don't make me get my plaque. Radio show of the year, bitch.
Yeah, I
Let's
never
go.
even heard of it.
Here's what we're about to talk about. This motherfucker. This dude right here. When Tommy G started loading up on autographed Zach Wilson Gem Mint 10s literally 3 weeks ago and 6 weeks ago. Why?
One game.
Why?
A half.
Because of that. Because of what you saw last night.
This moron.
Zach
This
is
moron
back.
had the balls to fucking go nuts yesterday and
still
this
going nuts.
morning.
I'm
telling
hard.
me
I'm
Tua-
hard right now.
Telling me Tua is not MVP anymore.
It's not.
And he's
So you're going to talk about Tua and your
Hold on,
Dolphins call
fuck,
too,
he's
which I
still
just straight
two.
fucking
He's
skull
still
fucked you right in the
second on the
just fucking
MVP.
right up your asshole with the Bills.
Still second on MVP. But hold on. Zach Wilson had one good game, but he's
MVP.
Tua had one bad game and he sucks.
Yep.
No, you don't get to use one game.
Brock Purdy still hasn't had a bad game, and he's still
Shut up with Brock Purdy. He plays for
system
Shanahan.
quarterback.
You fucking-
He's a system.
He's literally the
Anybody
number one
should look
efficiency in his
good.
quarterback.
What did I say, below me?
CMC had 4 touchdowns.
All right, time out. I'm not letting you steer this conversation off, Zach Wilson. So what happened last night?
No, you don't get to say one game is great and then one game 2 is bad. No.
It's
No, you don't
literally
get that.
Stay Cashin with
No.
Tommy G.
No.
I get to say whatever the fuck I
No.
want.
If it was Stay Cashin only with Tommy G, then yeah.
It should be. It will
Well,
be
then
if you
your
don't
show would
fucking watch
suck.
your mouth.
That's
Watch
why you
your
got
mouth.
fired the first time.
That's why Stevie let you go.
Yeah, we saw the decisions he's making. Buck, come on, Stay Cashin. You just got fired with the Mets too. Steve Cohen fired Buck Showalter too. Buck, come on, you take Bill Rupp's place. So here's the thing with Zach Wilson last night. Okay, I'm gonna make a statement right now, and I want everyone to clear their heads. Okay, I've been telling you guys from the beginning, this kid never had a chance. He never had a chance. He had the media on his ass. Thrown into the fire too early. Shouldn't have played his rookie year. He was a small kid, cocky, immature, coming out of BY fucking U. What are the fans at fucking Utah like? The Mormons. You throw 8 picks and they're like, oh, it's a great job, Zach. Praise Jesus. You know, like they're never going to fucking rip him. But he never dealt with anything like that. Never probably saw a black person outside of his teammates over at BYU. Now, Zach Wilson comes to New York, got that swag, doing that fucking thing and the fuck, fucking his mom's friends. And then he gets thrown into the fire rookie year. People give him a pass a little bit, and he started to evolve. Evan, you remember at the end of Zach Wilson's rookie year, he started to come around, right?
Yeah.
Does everyone agree with that? I want to make statements and not just claim they're true. Do you guys agree with that, that at the end of his rookie year, he started to make strides?
When he gives a fuck
really.
less, he plays better.
Right. He's got to not
Yeah.
care, right? He's got that Favre in him. I'm not saying he's Brett Favre, but he's got that Favre in him. He's got to be a gunslinger, right? If he's not a gunslinger, It's not like if you tell me I can't curse and fucking talk about dicks, I'm useless on here, right? So let me just show you guys the stats. In Zach Wilson's rookie year, he threw 9 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. Okay? Not good. But guess what? Josh Allen threw 13 and 18. Trevor Lawrence threw 13 and 18. Peyton Manning threw 26 and 28. So that's normal, right? In his last 5 games of his rookie year, guess how many interceptions Zach Wilson threw?
3, 4? No? None?
0. Threw 0 in 5 games, right? So he was starting. Now, he wasn't throwing for yards anymore, right? So they changed him. They basically said, yo, you got to stop doing. So he lost some of his flair, but he started controlling the offense a little bit, right? Then next year, which was last year, we finally have the best defense in the NFL, where that's all we need is no interceptions. So they built him for that defense. Don't gunsling. Don't take chances. Just keep it down. Don't fuck up. 5 games without an interception. Last year in the preseason, he looked fucking phenomenal. What happens to him, Evan? Blows his fucking knee out because of the turf in fucking MetLife Stadium. Blows his fucking knee out because of the turf. Misses all of spring training, preseason. Misses the first 4 games, and then gets thrown directly into the fire. Okay? So if you look at last year, this poor kid walks out, comes out, has a good game against Pittsburgh, win. Good game against Miami, Tua, win. Good game against Green Bay, win. Good game against Denver, win. Okay? How many interceptions did he throw in those 4 games? 2. 2 in those 4. How many touchdowns? 1. But he was doing what he needed to do. He wasn't turning the ball over. He was letting the defense in the running game win. Then all of a sudden he goes at Belichick. Gets fucking embarrassed. They lose. But he threw for 355 and 2, Evan, in that game. But he threw 3 picks. And everyone's lighting him up. Then they go beat Buffalo. Right now, Zach Wilson's 5-1 at this point last year. 5-1. And then he goes at Belichick again, and that was the game that broke him. 77 passing yards and gets fucking just obliterated by the media. We can't win with this guy. He's still 5-2. And then he goes to Detroit, throws for 317 and 2 against Detroit, but loses. And everyone lights him on fire because he threw a bad pick. Then he goes to Jacksonville and has a bad game, and his fucking season's
you're
over.
losing me. I don't need.
Well, I don't care. I'm not talking to you.
You're losing
People need to hear this. No,
I am the people.
I don't care. Mute him.
He's the man of the people.
Everybody's
People
bored.
need to hear this.
You don't need a Zach Wilson career.
Bill, I'm being honest with you. I'm asking you politely as your friend. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to entertain. I'm here to defend what you've all been wrong about. Evan, did anything in that rundown I just gave you sound horrific, like the person should be gone off the team forever?
No.
All right, and then they bench him, and then he fucking has his backup. Fucking the team's wearing the backup's jerseys. And then they want him out of town. Shouldn't have happened. From year 1, his quarterback coach died. Then this year, he's fucking growing in preseason. Looks great. They got the hardest 6 games in the history of the NFL to start the season. Everyone's saying we're praying that Aaron Rodgers could go 3-3. He's got a new offensive coordinator. He doesn't know the system. There's new receivers. The team hates him. The media hates him. And tears his fucking leg apart. 3rd play of the game. Zach Wilson thrown in Buffalo, thrown into at Dallas, thrown into Belichick, and you're running him out of town. The first time this kid gets a game, not against an elite defense where he had a couple weeks to learn the fucking playbook, he looks like fucking Brett Favre. You're the problem, people. You're the fucking problem. Leave this kid alone. He's good. Let me go turn my TV off. Now you tell me what you think of it.
I don't think I am a Jets fan. But I don't think we can base his entire personality or play off of one game. He looked fucking incredible last night. I will agree with that. But to say that he's going to go forward looking like that, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Listen, I don't know, but I know for an hour and a half he was the best quarterback in football.
Facts.
For an hour and a half. For an hour and a half.
He looks fucking amazing. He looks so good.
Bill, what's your take? For an hour and a half. So you at least see the ceiling, Bill, or no?
Tommy, I mean, you're killing
He's
me.
gone.
You're killing me.
No. Do you hate him still?
Me. I mean, listen, it's not just me. I mean, let's see.
Bill, we're off it. You're bringing it back. We're back.
I don't want to ask me a different question. Stop asking me about him.
Do you think he still sucks?
You already know my opinion. I told you 100 times he sucks.
At Rackets, do you think there's upside there? Yo, this has been a 3-year fucking debate with me in the
you
world.
Contradict yourself
if you
all
think
the
I'm
time,
not taking,
bro.
dude,
You call me out, but then you call me up on the phone this morning and say Tua sucks from one game.
No, I've said Tua sucks from the beginning.
Oh my!
Let's talk about Tua. Let's talk about Tua.
Last week you said that. All right, I am coming around.
I said he's got to ball out this week. I have it on video. I fucking screen recorded it.
You can't judge a quarterback by one game, dude.
A guy who sucks, you can judge it by his ceiling. You could see, is there a ceiling there? Is there reason to keep working with that kid? You saw it last night with Zach. Tua's fine, but you got exposed this week, Bill. You got exposed. I have a screen recording right here of you saying Miami's going to roll the Bills. And you got skull-fucked in that game. They're frauds. The Dolphins are frauds.
One game, dude.
They're frauds. To beat Denver? They beat the Patriots, who fucking are complete garbage, by 3? They beat the fucking Chargers. Brandon Staley can't even coach, and the team's a mess, by 3? And then they have their first real test, and they get fucking bitch slapped.
Rackets, 25 for 35, 282, a touchdown and a pick. Is that a bad game?
Nope.
I mean,
or is it the shitty defense who can't stop anyone? I thought that there was someone on this show who said that the Jets only had to score 17 points to win every game.
They do, with our defense,
the Dolphins scored 20 and got
You
killed.
don't have our defense.
The Dolphins' defense sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's not great, but it doesn't suck.
What do you mean? Denver put up like 20 against them.
In garbage time. Listen.
They're like the worst scoring team in the NFL.
Dude, Denver also put up 35 this week. Their offense actually hasn't been horrific, shockingly. But, I mean, dude, the Miami's frauds. They're going to win 13 games. They're a great regular season team. They're going nowhere, dude. You're not going anywhere with Tua. He can't win games. All he could do is throw little fucking slants. And when you have to fucking make big plays, he can't do it. He's a momentum player. You got exposed. Eat your crow.
Yeah, I'm eating crow on a guy who's still second in the NFL All
right, well then let's not talk about Tua. Talk about Miami. Miami's not going anywhere. Miami's not going anywhere.
I said it from the beginning. Miami's D sucks.
But you literally
it's not
said
their offense.
You said they were the best team in football last week.
They're still top 3.
Okay, so they're not the best anymore.
They were never the best, Tommy.
You said on this show they're the best team in football.
There's really no best team, bro. There's really nobody. They've all been.
And the Niners are the best team, and it's not close.
Dallas is not fucking.
Yeah. Dallas has never been the best team. Dude, you can't be the best team with Dak Prescott. Sorry. He's not good. He's not a good quarterback. You can't. He's not good.
And the Niners are fucking a CMC injury away from not being fucking the best team in football.
I agree with that. I'll agree with that. I mean, listen, they're better with they're undeniably the best team with CMC. Elijah Mitchell's really good. You take CMC out and they're still good, but they're not. It's worrisome. The Eagles aren't the best team. The Eagles should have lost every week. Eagles should have lost every game they played this year. You realize that? You think no one's talking about that?
We're seeing the Shane Steichen effect, dude.
Yeah,
that's what we're
go into this, Rackets, because you said this last night. Explain to people who that is and what that means.
Shane Steichen was the old offensive coordinator from the Eagles. And he came over. He was running. He basically built the offense for Jalen Hurts. And he handpicked Anthony Richardson. And what you're seeing is everybody in the draft process, well, pretty much besides Tommy, but every national person in the draft thing said Richardson should not go over, top 10.
You give me a compliment there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
everyone was Michael Lombardi comes to mind saying he shouldn't even be.
Everyone said Anthony
Michael
Richardson.
Lombardi, quote unquote, said he was 2 years away from being a year away. Okay, so he's talking some shit.
So you're admitting I did say Richardson is the most upside
100%, 100%.
Okay.
That's enough bet I gave you guys. Richardson to score a touchdown, rushing touchdown. I mean, every week, bro. Every week,
bro. This kid is the truth, man.
He's
like,
good.
Just watch him fucking play. They were down 23-0 last night.
Me and you were both on. Where you got the 550, I got the 450 right before you put that in.
Dude, you could just see the momentum changing. And once this kid gets in a groove, dude, it's not even just him. I'm getting back to Steichen.
And by the way, I do have to stop you here because I can't even take credit for it. I was on the Richardson train over.
It's Howie Dewey, man.
It's Howie Dewey. Howie was actually the one who put all of us on it.
Yeah. The first thing I asked Tommy when he was mentioned, I was like, "Is that the dude that Howie's been talking about all fucking?"
Howie's
season
been
long?
on Anthony Richardson at Florida for 3 years. So yeah, Howie Dewey, props to you.
And you're seeing the effect of Steichen, man. Over the last month, we've seen the Eagles offense. If they don't get that tush push in the fucking at the 1 yard line, they don't score touchdowns. Their red zone offense.
It's crazy how often they're at the 1 yard line, right?
Yep.
They're at the 2 yard line nonstop because they can't get in.
Because they can't get in, dude. And you're seeing the effect of Steichen, and Steichen goes over the Colts. He's running that same fucking offense. That Colts offense looks good now. And like this is the first time I've been excited about a Colts offense since 2018.
And that's without Jonathan Taylor.
And that's without Taylor. So you're seeing a little bit of a ripple effect here. Steichen, they're missing the presence of Steichen in Philadelphia, and Indianapolis is benefiting from it.
I mean, that's a great point because Jalen Hurts does not look great, right, Bill? I mean, he has his moments. You know, he's still
he has
still
his
good.
flashes, but he's always had the flashes.
Bro, I said it yesterday when he did that one run. There's something wrong with his legs.
Yeah, he's
not injured or something.
He looks slower.
Running very weird, bro. Very weird.
But I mean, if you really think about it right now, guys, the Eagles definitely should have lost to the Commanders. Ron Rivera, 4th and 2. McAfee was just talking about it on his show, Rackets. I don't know if you were watching it. 4th and 2. What is Rivera doing? Not going for it there.
He's Riverboat Ron, isn't he?
I mean, no, he's that was the biggest bullshit name I ever heard. Riverboat Ron.
I just wanted to get you going.
Oh my God, dude, this guy's the worst. He doesn't go for it ever. He did it twice in back-to-back weeks, and everyone started calling him Riverboat Ron. He's too conservative. But how do you punt on 4th and 2? You have a chance to finish the Eagles right here. It's over. You get that first down, the Eagles lose. They punts and he loses the game. So they should have lost to Washington. The Bucks, that was the game. What happened in that Bucks game? I mean, maybe that was the game they should have won. I feel like that. Yeah, the Eagles should have won that game. They handled that game pretty much start to finish. So that's a win that they.
You got my boy Baker Mayfield, comeback player of the year.
Yeah. Vikings game definitely should have lost the Vikings game. That was a disgrace. I mean, that was insane.
Tommy, they're 4-0, so it doesn't really matter.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors there with that team.
Well, they're 4-0.
Yeah. So that's who's the second? Yeah, Terry McLaurin did catch it. That was fixed or rigged. Rigged. Who's the second best team in the NFL? I'm saying it's the Bills. I've been saying it's the Bills. The Bills.
What
do you say, Rackets? Yeah. What do you think?
It's either the Bills or the Cowboys.
Do you regret flipping? You were on the Bills to start the week, then you flipped with fucking stupid McShit nugget over here. And it's good to see you back on the winning side.
I said I like the Bills for the AFC this year. It wasn't a popular pick a couple weeks ago. Nobody really liked them. Now all of a sudden everyone's seeing that they're kind of good. So
yeah, I mean, you got to be impressed with what the Colts are doing right now. As a side note, someone in the chat just said it could come down to Anthony Richardson versus CJ Stroud, and then someone
Stroud has been really good. I'm not going to deny that, but like Richardson missed a game and a half and has 6 less fantasy points than him. Like,
yeah,
Richardson is a monster, bro.
Richardson's great.
He's been throwing for 300 yards every game.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, someone in the chat, who was it? Nick said, "No, damn it, not Nick. Where did it go?" Oh, right there. It was Nick. It was Nick coming up. The Texans' third wide receiver would be.
I'm sorry, Tom. We got breaking news.
Sorry, Nick.
Jonathan Taylor set to return to practice Wednesday.
They said he might play Sunday. I wouldn't expect that.
Tommy G with JT in the 6th round of every draft. Everyone told me he wasn't playing. I said, hey, he'll be back. He'll be back week 5. And here we are. Cooper Kupp back to the God Squad this week. 5 leagues. I have Cooper Kupp in 4 of them. And I have Jonathan Taylor in 4 of them.
You won't
Cooper
get Prime
Kupp and Jonathan Taylor coming right back.
You won't get Prime JT probably till week 8, but still.
Oh, I don't care.
That's
free.
Pretty good.
It's free.
That's a trade acquisition.
It's a waiver head right now. Yeah, exactly.
What do they have? 1 win, Rackets? What are they? 1-3?
What, the Colts? 2-1.
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah. So that's good.
They really should be 4-0.
Let me finish, and this will be a good segue over to Sanene. I don't know if Sanene's there, Benny. You can bring Sanene in. I do want to get you. I got you, Nick. Bill tried to cut us off, but I got you. Nick said the Texans' third wide receiver would be first on the Colts depth chart. Not first.
No, Pittman's real good, bro.
Pittman's really good, but second.
Maybe, yeah.
That's showing. Anthony Richardson has nothing there, and he's doing this.
Yeah.
You know, like that's impressive. Sanene, you want to drop Evan off for a second, Benny, while we do this with Sanene, so we go back to the 4 box?
What's up,
what's up, brother? We were just talking about free agent acquisitions, and I was saying my team basically just brought in Jonathan Taylor for free. JT, Bill Bush broke the ruse. Jonathan Taylor is coming back to the Colts. How do you think this affects? I mean, Zach Moss has been balling over there. What do you think the workload's going to be? When do you think we see full JT, and what's his snap share going to be?
Well, apparently Shane Steichen has been hinting that they're kind of repairing that relationship. If Jonathan Taylor's back and he's bought into the Colts, which I've seen a lot of reports that he's not like completely out of the Colts. Like it's just he wants a new contract.
No, he's back. He's back. Yeah. No, it just broke right now.
No, I'm saying long term.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been following it.
Yeah, they're trying to repair that relationship.
They're trying to bend. Yeah, that was
he just wants a contract, and Irsay just like made that terrible. He made fuel to all that fire. If Taylor comes back, Moss is virtually nothing more than a handcuff because Taylor's going to see 85-90%.
Do you think? I mean, and I agree with that, right? As a Taylor owner, that's obviously exactly what I want to happen. But Zach Moss hasn't been like okay. He's averaging 4 yards a carry. He's been handling 30 carry workloads. You know,
Moss is good. I mean, he was good last year.
A guy who's on pace for 1,000-yard season, and just put him on the bench, or do you think he's going to get 10 carries? What do you think he's going to get?
It's going to be the Taylor show. I mean, if Taylor's back, it's him. It's going to be Moss isn't going to be usable in fantasy. It's just going to be nothing more than a handcuff.
All right. Well, listen, I like to hear that. That's good. Let's go over now to Sinene's waiver wire article, which is out on 4 Deep. Sinene, what are you doing with the package over there? How much is it? How much is it for people to get on board?
We're going to be lowering it to $10 a month since the quarter of the season's going. So get in for $10 a month for we got 3 months left in the season. So we're dropping the price since we're a month in.
That's awesome. $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You're going to get all Sinene's fucking waiver wire article. We have a whole seasonal Discord. It's a phenomenal product you have over there. So talk to me a little bit about what we're looking at heading into week 5.
So I'm going to kick it off with a guy I had actually in the preview video yesterday that was out. Sam Howie. I didn't really expect him to do great. I guess he outkicked expectations dramatically for what I was expecting against the Eagles. He dropped almost 20 fantasy points, but he gets the Bears at home on Thursday. Short week. The Bears have given up the second most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Sam Howie, his worst is when he's getting pressured. And the Eagles, I mean, there's no team that's going to pressure more than Sam Howie more than the Eagles. And he played well. And outside of the Bills game, he's averaged almost 20 points a game in his 4 other starts. So short week, home, terrible defense. Like I had in the preview article, would have him stashed on your bench. But yeah, he's a guy I like this week.
Okay. And what about any injuries we need to look at? Actually, before I do that, let me hit a question in the chat. Guys, if you have any seasonal questions, we're spending a couple minutes here with Sinene. Then we're going to get back to the bets and get back to the wrap-up and the breakdown of the things, talk a little MLB playoffs too. But McLaughlin's a guy I hear a lot of people talking about. Should people be picking up Jaleel, or was that a fluke?
No, it's definitely not a fluke. He's Sean Payton's new Darren Sproles. He's a smaller guy. I think he's 5'7", like a $180, $185. He's just quick as shit. And he's tough to bring down because he's so small and like his athleticism and agility. Initial reports for Javonte were a little hazy. He hurt his hip, and coming back from an ACL as bad as he had, where he completely tore his knee, that's a pretty common issue to pop up. They're saying a week to 2. I wouldn't be shocked if he gets placed on the IR just to be conservative. Sean Payton really doesn't give a shit about his players, though. So they might rush him back.
Sean Payton doesn't give a shit about anything.
If Javonte's in there, it's a 3-headed backfield. Piron's going to see that third down work, and Jaleel's going to get mixed in on certain stuff. But, I mean, he ran the ball 7 times for 72 yards and caught all 3 of his targets for 32 and a score yesterday. If Javonte's out, you got to start Jaleel. I mean, he's gonna do that every week. We're not going to know about Javonte, but he's in the article. He's going to be a priority for me, but I'm not going nuts for him. He's not going to take the top off your team.
Okay. Anyone else we're looking at this week for pickups?
So a guy I want to talk about is Wan'Dale Robinson, and I want to talk about him specifically because he plays tonight and he's available. If you're in Yahoo, you can cut a bench spot and get Wan'Dale on your team before the game. You don't have to worry about waivers. But hold on, let me bring up his stats because his metrics are fantastic on a per clip basis, and he's coming back. He tore his ACL last year in week 11, and he was seeing 27.7% target rate in 2022, playing only 55.2% of the snaps, and he scored 11 plus in half of his starts last year, and saw games with 8 and 13 target totals. This Giants team needs a receiver. He's coming back. He played 8 snaps in week 3, and he saw 5 targets. Like, he's a smaller guy. He's going to play on the slide. He's going to be a target hog, but He's available in 97% of Yahoo, 99% of the ESPN leagues. So, I mean, if you're in Yahoo and you got a guy at the end of your bench that is just kind of going to be cut anyway, cut him tonight. Get Wandell on your bench before the games even start. You don't even have to worry about fighting tomorrow night. And if Wandell plays good again, then you got your guy on your bench.
All right. And the rest of the plays will make them sign up over there at 4deep.com. So get over to 4deep, sign up for Sinene's seasonal package. It's $10 a month. Jesus Christ. That's basically free. Get over there right now. Go sign up for that package. And like we said, Sinene, you guys have your own Discord over there where you ask questions back and forth to each other. You have multiple articles that come out each week. The love-hate article, the waiver wire article. I mean, everything you need for your seasonal teams, especially if you're in more than one seasonal league, will be handled there. Plus, you got a whole community of other seasonal people who you can interact with all day and all night, 24-hour chat room. So, Sinene, appreciate you coming on. Let's kill it this week, and I will be following your article. All right,
sounds good, man.
See you. All right. Evan Hand. Let's see if we can get Evan back up here. Look at Benny in the back end. Wow, dude. Bill, we may be able to fire him. He may have just got Wally pipped. Did you see how quick that transition was by Benny?
Was. It's good.
I mean,
I put myself in.
No, we don't believe you. Good job, Benny. Oh, look at Benny fucking with Evan. Look at Benny fucking with. Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is.
Good job, Benny.
Good job, Benny. Evan, you're fired. Let's get back to what we were just talking about there. Any other games you want to recap this weekend before we get into the Monday Night Football game? We talked Detroit, Green Bay. We talked about that the other day. Jacksonville, Atlanta. We won't talk about that game.
Did you see
Desmond Ritter sucks.
Did you see the
Rackets, you're muted.
Did you see the Disney thing?
Evan trying to earn his job back. You see him? He's like paying attention to everything now.
Tommy,
got back in his old seat from when he was the producer.
My Wi-Fi came back on.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Did you see the Toy Story thing? The Toy Story.
I actually didn't.
It was
even
actually
watch
awesome.
It was
I watched
awesome.
It was
I
awesome.
liked it. It was great.
I forgot to
liked
look over to it.
Yep, it was cool as fuck. I loved it.
Was it?
Peyton
I don't know
liked
why,
it.
Why did everyone hate on that?
I don't know,
It
dude.
sucked at
Kids
first.
liked it. My kids
It was
liked it.
horrible at first. It was really bad, but then it got really good.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't see the beginning. I saw it like towards halftime, but it was good. I liked it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't understand why you would ever shit on anything that gets kids watching football.
Dude, my kids loved it.
I mean, my nephew, we're trying to get him into football nonstop. I would wish they had that for every game. That'd be great. It makes it so much easier for parents to get their kids into sports. Why? I understand shitting on the Barbie movie. This is big, but don't shit on anything for kids, you fucking idiots. That's good. Bravo, NFL. That's not the first time you didn't look like idiots.
Let's talk about the 49ers for a second. I'm not even going to mention Purdy going 20
God
for
we're
21.
Thank God we're off the Falcons. Go on.
Yeah, we're gonna get to him too. Christian McCaffrey is the MVP, and he's
not even close.
this whole thing with the quarterback being an
What?
Not even
MVP
close.
is fucking garbage, bro. What?
How?
What do you mean?
Not even close. Like
Christian McCaffrey is the most valuable player in the entire
Oh,
NFL.
you said it
Yes.
like bad.
No. I mean, it's not even close. He's definitely the MVP.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Everyone's saying-
I'm sorry. I phrased that
Everyone's
wrong.
saying that this is a quarterback award, blah blah blah. No quarterback has a quarterback has won it every year since AP. That's fucking garbage. Jonathan Taylor should have won it 2 years ago. Christian McCaffrey is hands down the fucking MVP of the entire league. And if he doesn't get it somehow, it should be Tua if he doesn't get it right now.
If he
But
doesn't-
my
if he-
fucking God, dude.
Rackets.
This is the fucking year that it ends.
Rackets. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Trevor Lawrence has lower odds than McCaffrey to win the MVP.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson has lower odds. Justin Herbert.
Here's
has
my free
lower
bet, guys.
odds.
Go bet Christian McCaffrey's
Brock
MVP.
Purdy has lower odds. He's on the same fucking team.
I mean, I can't argue with that one. That's my guy.
Brock
MVP.
Purdy is not Brock Purdy without McCaffrey. Guys, this is the best bet you're ever going to make in your entire life.
You're welcome.
Rackets, great job on this.
You're welcome.
How is McCaffrey behind Guys, Trevor Lawrence has been AIDS this year. AIDS. Even the game, and we'll go back. I got to talk about Ritter. I got to get beaten up for this. Bill, Trevor Lawrence didn't play good yesterday. He played fine, but for two quarters,
Trevor Lawrence
he
hasn't
disappeared.
played good in 2.5 weeks.
Trevor Lawrence has not been good since week 1. Or maybe, the first half of week 2. How is he ahead of CMC for MVP?
Bro.
Tommy,
He's the MVP right now. But the Jags should be 4-0.
what doesn't make sense is that he is 9th or 10th for the MVP right now?
9th.
He's
Dude,
first,
Dak Prescott has the same odds.
but he's first in AP Offensive Player of the Year.
Right, because they don't give that to really.
Because they don't give that to
they don't give that to
exclusive
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So he's
The
one in that.
only person who can win that is like a running quarterback sometimes.
Yeah,
That's it.
he's one in that, but he's behind all the other quarterbacks.
That is bullshit because guess what? When you go to the Hall of Fame, they don't say 3-time Offensive Player of the Year. That's not it. They say
MVP.
3-time MVP. So you cannot say, oh, they have another award. No, bro. The MVP is the only one that
And
matters.
Jonathan Taylor should have won it 2 fucking years ago.
Yeah, he
too.
should have. Go give the quarterbacks another award. How about that? Go give the quarterbacks a best quarterback, a Silver Slugger award for football, right? By position. That's fine. That's bullshit, dude.
That's fucking horrible.
I'm okay with him being third or something. I am not okay with him being tied as Dak Prescott.
Yeah, but it's
Dak
funny.
Prescott's the least valuable player
It's
on his
more-
team. Micah Parsons is more valuable than Dak Prescott by a mile on the Cowboys.
It goes into your conspiracy theory also about running backs because they don't want to give
They
a
don't,
running
yep.
back an MVP, and now
Because
running
then
backs
it's going
are
to raise their
valued
value.
high.
That's going to raise their salary.
I have a conspiracy theory for those of you that don't know, Evan. You may like it. I'm so itchy. That the reason they're intentionally trying to hold running backs down. They're intentionally trying.
I mean, they got that. The quarterback extra money has to come from somewhere. And
Yeah,
they're getting $60 million.
They need to
come
not
from a different position.
keep raising the cap because the
Yep.
league's not going to be able to afford it. So they got to keep the cap somewhat normal, and that's why this multi-back offense thing has come in. That's why they're not paying these people. That's why they don't prop them up for awards. When's the last time you've seen running backs on commercials? When have you seen a running back
honestly,
anywhere?
I don't know.
I've never seen Christian McCaffrey on a commercial. I haven't seen Bijan
It's all
Robinson on a
local.
commercial.
It's all local.
I haven't seen Austin Eckler ever on a commercial. I haven't seen fucking Derrick Henry ever on a commercial. So most people wouldn't even know what Nick Chubb looked like until his helmet came off on the stretcher.
Well, it's all local stuff. Like
Right, no, I'm not talking about local. I'm talking
Saquon,
national.
yeah.
Right, I'm talking national. Right.
Well,
I
Peyton,
mean,
Peyton
never
Manning
seen
had
any-
the DirecTV commercials,
I haven't
all
seen
that
a
stuff.
running
You
back
don't
on
see none of that.
commercials since Bo Jackson. Like, they don't, but you see the quarterbacks fucking everywhere. You see receivers all over the place.
Kelsey.
Yeah, there's a
Kelsey
conspiracy.
has
Kelsey's
everything.
on every
He's doing
commercial.
everything.
Fucking Gronk was on every commercial. If you're elite at your position, you're on commercials, even defenders. Not if you're a running back. They will not put them on commercials. They're trying to split carry backfield. They're bumping them down on MVPs. No one will vote for them. There's a big
Well, Tommy,
conspiracy,
when was
dude.
the last time if you put up a thing, would you even know what CMC sounds like? Would you even know what he sounds like?
Hold on. No, I wouldn't. Jim Foister in the chat said OJ screwed them all.
He did.
They backed OJ and they were like, no, all right, no, that position's gone. You're out, running backs. I mean, listen,
OJ and what's his name? The kid from Rutgers.
yeah, I mean, this is a real thing, right? I guarantee you, like in the chat, let us know. You know, how many
What
of you
are his odds
how many
right now,
of you,
Tommy?
How many of you realized that there really is no running backs on commercials?
What are his odds right now for MVP?
2,500.
Dude, Micah Parsons is
That's fucking
5,000.
wild, bro.
I know he just got injured.
I don't know. I don't think I could bet that on that New York. I might have you
Guys,
bet on that.
guys. Deshaun Watson is ahead of Tyreek Hill, Micah Parsons. What?
I mean,
What? His implosion was on national TV.
I thought he would have been like top 5. I knew he wasn't leading.
Here's
for
the
MVP,
real
but I thought he
MVP.
was top 5.
Okay, you have Jared Goff, Stafford, fucking Joe Burrow right now is ahead of Justin Jefferson. Let that sink in. Right now,
Does Burrow even,
Joe
how many
Burrow-
touchdowns does Burrow have? 2?
Joe Burrow can't even move.
His ass.
2?
He's the reason the Bengals are losing. And
They have the worst offense in the NFL.
Yes, they have the lowest point score in the entire.
Statistically.
Bill actually went through that with me today.
They're
Bill-
atrocious.
The Bengals have scored the least points in the entire NFL. Okay. And I'm the biggest Joe Burrow guy, right? I said he's going to be the best quarterback in NFL history. And I'm not blaming you, Joe. I love you. I think you're the best. He's hurt. He's playing hurt. He can't move. He's a statue in the pocket, and they have no line. So he's just getting killed. Rackets, how the fuck are his MVP odds higher than fucking TJ Watt and Justin Jefferson?
Bro, it's the
Who's
stupidest award.
making these?
I'm so tired of the quarterback getting these awards that they don't deserve. Like, if you're gonna have a Tom Brady 50 touchdown year, fine, I get it. But
Yeah,
like,
you can't have Deshaun Watson and Burrow on MVP odds right
No.
now.
you
Tommy,
can't have.
Burrow's
Great,
ahead of Burrow. Jordan Love is above Tyreek Hill.
All right. Here's my favorite thing. Burrow's ahead of C.J. Stroud, and I believe the Houstons have a better record, and C.J. Stroud has better numbers. Like, what
Stroud
are we
has like
doing?
1,000 passing yards already.
Desmond
He's going
Ritter.
off.
Desmond Ritter is ahead of Debo Samuel, Nick Bosa, Jamar Chase, and Travis Kelce. Desmond Ritter is ahead of Anthony Richardson.
He's the truth.
Dude.
Desmond Ritter's ahead of Jamar Chase, Desmond Ritter's ahead of Travis Kelce. Listen, I'm the biggest Ritter guy in the world. We're going to talk about Ritter right now. I'm not going to let this whole show go by without me eating my fucking crow because I am the real man of the people, unlike Bill Rupp.
What?
And if I'm wrong, I'm going to take it. If I'm wrong, I'm going to take You're a man of the retards. I'm a man of the people, the alphas, the men, the intelligent people. You're
Right.
You're the man of the fucking chat.
You're the man of the fucking old men Twitter crew. The people who still go on to Twitter. What is Twitter?
I will say,
Anybody still on Twitter?
the second half of that game yesterday saved Desmond Ritter a little bit of fucking mauling because
a lot of mauling. Right?
He looked competent. He looked somewhat competent.
The second half, he looked like a good rookie. Right?
Yeah, he
That's
looked
what he was
okay.
Because keep in mind, Desmond Ritter's still a rookie. He played.
Bro, that first half, that dude looked like he had half a chromosome, walking on one leg with fucking half a brain. Like he was just absolutely fucking retarded everywhere.
So I'm going to tell you something real quick, and I'm not.
No pocket presence. He was getting crushed. He should have thrown about 17 interceptions.
Yeah.
Matt Collins was pissed.
And
Matt Collins wanted
you have
to
the
nuke
clip
him.
of Matt Collins? I don't know. You can't pull it up because you're not hosting the show. Benny, you'll be the one pulling this up in the future once we fire Evan. But for right now, you're good.
There was a video that came out with a minute to go in the half of Desmond Ritter going up to Matt Collins and trying to dap him up on the bench, like, hey, let's go, man. And Hollins just stood up and was like, "Whoa!"
Yo, dog!
I was fucking dying, dude.
So let me tell you what happened with Ritter. I did admit yesterday on Twitter. By the way, my Twitter was getting be pretty fire before Ritter got good. I put my Ritter cards on sale and all that kind of stuff to get people looking. But I did admit, Bill, yesterday, I said Ritter is the worst quarterback internationally in the NFL. He's a terrible international quarterback. So when you're playing in London or Ireland, Ritter sucks. That's a fact. I won't accept anything else. I won't accept that he's bad at all. Just that he's bad in London. But what I will say is this. I watched Desmond Ritter's whole college career at Cincinnati. Okay? We got a lot of bets on Cincinnati when they made that meteoric rise when they had Sauce Gardner and him over there in Cincy, and they went to the Final Four in college football. I watched all of his camp. I watched all of the combine for him. I loved him for a while. I watched all of his preseason last year. We're making a shit ton of money betting on the Falcons. I watched every snap of his last 4 games last year. I watched every snap of preseason this year and every snap of this game. I have never seen that person that was on the field. And I would tell you if he just had a bad game. I don't know who the fuck that was. That was not Desmond Ritter.
He was awful.
The thing about,
so bad.
Dude, I don't know who it was. Like, if you would have asked me, that was not him. It was an out-of-body. He was insanely nervous. He was holding the ball. He wasn't looking off receivers. The big thing Ritter does, the reason I love him, is because of his composure and poise. His nickname's Calm Villain. He's calm under pressure, and he's always fucking poised in the pocket. Bill, he looked like Ryan Leaf for 30 minutes.
Doesn't matter. All he has to do is win their division games.
Yeah, so... Listen, Evan, do you have anything?
If he would have looked like that the whole game, I'm sure that a lot of people would have been calling for his job.
I would have been calling for my Twitter account to be deleted.
Yeah, he looked like absolute dog shit the first half.
Dog shit.
But then he came back. They almost actually won the game.
He didn't play great though.
No, he played good. He got him back in it. Yeah.
He played within the offense, which looked a whole lot better than he played in the first half.
Yeah, listen. The second half he played. Overall rating D-, but it was an F. It was a 0.
I have another
game. It was a
we
negative
have to talk
10
about.
in the first half.
Fire Brandon Staley.
Bro, Brandon
That guy
Staley.
sucks.
I mean, fuck him.
That guy sucks.
Fuck him, dude. No, fuck the Chargers. I hope they don't fire him. Because they deserve this. They deserve what's happening to them.
He's done this like 3 years in a row now.
Yeah, he's done it 3 years in a row, and they won the last 2 games, Rackets. And they should have lost both. They should be 0-4. This is what I never understood, Bill. If you know someone's wrong for your team, fire them. Don't wait till they go 0-4. The Chargers he lost that game to the fucking Raiders. That was basically who could fuck this up more. McDaniel, after the game, didn't even know what the fuck was going on. He didn't even know that they could have scored a touchdown and got a 2-point conversion.
Doesn't know that an 8-point game is a 1-score.
Yeah, and so they should have lost that game. And this week, guys, did you realize? I didn't realize this till I saw the McAfee show today, so I'm going to give Pat credit for this. But first of all, Staley fucked that whole game up again. How many times? You're going against fucking Aiden O'Connell, Bill. Aiden O'Connell. And you're not punting from your own 30 with 2 minutes left in a 7-point game? What is Aiden O'Connell going to drive 80 yards on you? And even if he does, it's still tied. But you give him the ball at the 30, and then the Raiders fuck that whole fucking thing up with the worst play calling ever. Did you see how McAfee that fucking – you remember on the interception when the dude slid down? Bill, do you remember that? And I was on the voice chat going, Asante Samuel, that's who it was. I lost the name. When Asante Samuel slid down, I'm like, why is he sliding down? There's still 2.5 minutes left, and they have 2 timeouts. McAfee pointed it out today. Brandon Staley's going like this. Get down, as he picked the ball off. He was running, and Brandon Staley made him go down.
We've seen this guy do this every year, though, so why are you surprised?
He is so stupid.
I mean, why are you surprised?
Good team, Bill. Bill, that's a good team, the Chargers.
Why are you surprised? This happens every year.
Because they won't fire him. He's like he's the Aaron Boone of the Chargers.
I mean, it's happened
And they win
every
it.
year.
Then they win a couple games, and now his job's safe again?
I mean, they're the same team every single year. They have injury-prone, the best running back, the best receiver, and then they have a coach who always makes mistakes. They're going to be a playoff team. Maybe they get in, they lose the first round. That's what they are.
I'll tell you what, though, Bill, there's nothing more profitable than fucking when the Chargers are up 17-0 in the first quarter or second quarter to hit the other team plus the spread. There's not, that game's getting close, even if the Chargers pull it out. You know they're blowing everything at the end of that game.
Yeah, but it's like that for a lot of teams. San Francisco's like that too. We said that from the beginning. San Francisco scores all their points
in one quarter
and in bunches, and then they cruise along, and then that's it, and they get like a field goal or a touchdown.
And then they hit the throttle, right? There's 2 little waves, right? There's the one wave where they score the 21 points in 3 straight drives or whatever, and then at the very end of the game, they usually put it out of reach. New England Patriots, worst team in football. Tommy G on this show said it's an absolute throttle. Fucking
no, they're not the worst.
I don't know. Who's worse?
Broncos.
Denver's
Broncos play the Patriots.
The Bears are really bad. The Bears.
Broncos are. We got to talk about this in a second. Bears are worst team in football. I don't know, man. I think that's the worst. All right, let me put it this way.
Carolina.
Worst offense in football.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you think they're worse than the Steelers?
Dude, I was actually going to bring that up.
I think the Steelers are the worst offense in football.
I might have to eat some shit on this one. I was kind of defending Kenny Pickett a little bit.
He's not good.
Bro, you got to be able to get the ball to Pickens. Like, you have one of the best receivers in football. Throw him the fucking ball.
Let me explain this to you, Bill. I'll let you make your comment first. Go on.
Statistically, it's the Bengals. I mean,
no.
Player-wise,
Joe Burrow's
not player-wise, but statistically, it's them. They're the worst.
Stop reading box scores. Stop it.
But they have the worst stats. How can you not?
All right, yeah. My girlfriend fucking can read a fucking box score, dude. Stop reading box score. This guy had a good game. Look at his stats. Stop it. They're not the worst offense in football. Their quarterback's playing with one leg. They're putting up the worst numbers, but there's I'm saying which offense is the worst offense, not which one has a broken quarterback behind it.
Honestly, I'm going to say the Giants.
No, not with Saquon there. Dude, the Steelers' offense can't move. Here's the reason why.
Okay, so if we're in and just by yardage, bottom 5, right? We're going to take the Bengals out just because that's a kind of anomaly. Jets, Giants, Steelers, Titans, Packers.
Well, you got to take the Jets out because it's been Zach Wilson versus the 3 best defenses in the world, and Zach.
I'm going to go right to the Giants.
Zach just reincarnated and is now Jesus Christ, so we're good.
That Giants team has not been good at all this season. Not any part of it. Waller's been a disappointment. I was really high on Waller coming into this year. He's got like 8 catches all season long.
Daniel Jones overthrows him every time, but that's part of the offense. So
that's part of the offense. Saquon hasn't really busted loose. Their defense, I mean, we're talking about offense, but the defense isn't allowing the offense to rest because they're just.
Let us know in the chat, by the way, while Racket talks. Let us know in the chat who you guys think's the worst offense.
The receivers aren't good. Like, I don't know, man.
I'm going Patriots.
The Patriots are really bad too.
I think Pittsburgh is right there, right? So on the season, the Patriots have scored 55 points. Pittsburgh scored 62. And who did you say? The Giants have scored 43, but they got to play tonight. Let's say they put up 17 tonight. They're at 60. The Raiders are at 62. The Jets, as we talked about, but that was what do we call it? Instead of BC, that's BZ. That was before Zach's awakening. We're going to go the Bears, 75 points, all because of Denver. And the Falcons and the Saints at 62. And then that's it. Panthers at 67. Saints have a better offense than those Falcons do.
The Falcons do. They can at least run the ball. It's just
Panthers with Bryce.
Bro, the Steelers, if they would just feed the ball to George Pickens, they would be fine. But they they don't do that. This
is the thing I was going to say. So the reason why me and you fought about Pickens, we fight about every quarterback. Me and Rackets are opposite sides of half of them. The reason I knew I was going to be right on the Pickens one, even though I'd been wrong on others, they knew I was going to be right on Pickens because he can't throw outside the numbers. He couldn't even in college. If you look at the splits of his splits inside the numbers and outside the numbers, that's why I remember I was so high on Freiermuth when I was telling everyone, pound Freiermuth, get his props for the whole beginning of the year last year. It was because I know Pickens can't throw it. Pickett can't throw outside the numbers. Where does fucking Pickens live? Outside the numbers.
Outside numbers, down the field.
Down the field, outside the numbers. Exactly where Pickett can't throw. So I do like Pickens, but Pickett isn't the guy to get him the ball. Yeah, Raiders offense is trash.
And that's
Jets.
disappointing
Let's see.
too.
Jets, Steelers, Jets, Bears, Pats, Jets, Steelers, Pats. Steelers D scored 21 of those points, Tommy said. Oh, great point by Jake Wright. Jake Wright, throw that up there, Benny. Jake Wright's comment in the chat. Steelers D scored 21 of those points, Tommy. That's a great point, Bill.
Yeah.
We got to take the 21 points off the Steelers number. They've had 3 defensive touchdowns. So if you're 62, you take 21 off that, Bill. Now we're at 41 points.
That's worse than it's worse than the Giants.
That's the worst in the NFL. So I'm going to stand on my statement. Steelers worst offense football.
Yeah, I'm starting to change my tune on Pickett. It's just
great point by Jake there.
He just doesn't look right, man. Like you gotta be able to use your best weapon, and if you can't utilize your best weapon, you're just as good as your worst player.
Yeah, and I know there's other teams like the Jets had a defensive touchdown, on special teams but 3. I think the Steelers lead the league in defensive touchdowns by it. I don't know if any other team has 2, even let alone 3. Maybe the Cowboys have 2. All right, let's get to the game tonight. Let's talk about it. Ev, you want to do a free week? How are we looking? We got 100 likes. You got 100 likes.
Let me see.
Do we need to get a little more?
I mean, 150 is the bare minimum we can do here.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll do 125.
All right,
I'll do 125.
125
likes. Give up a free week. Evan's going to set it up right now. I'm going to actually, Ev, you could tell him to start doing it now, and then we don't have to run it though, right? If they don't get there,
don't have to run it. What do you mean?
Meaning, if we'll just set it up so they can start doing free now, but if they don't get there, we're just not going to do it.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, we can start it.
Yeah, all right, we're already 119. All right, 150 it is.
Suckers.
I just started it, so if you want it, exclamation point free, not I free. Exclamation point free.
I always say I free. Upside down I free.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. That too. Exclamation point free. Anything we missed today, we'll talk about on Thursday. Keep in mind, guys, we go a little longer on Mondays because we're not here for 2 days. So we'll be here a little bit longer show on a Monday, and then Thursday, Friday, game day shows. Same bat time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Eastern. Talk about the game tonight. Silly Billy Rupp, we started off with you. Giants, Seattle. What are we looking at here, my brother? Oh, by the way, I forgot to recap how my day ended yesterday. So I had a tough early slate. Didn't go well for Tommy G. On the prop side, Tank Dell. I got to talk about that because I was raving about it here. I was raving about it anywhere else. Got to eat my crow on that too. It still was the right play. His snap counts were going up. Percentages were going up. Everything was going up. I knew they were low on Stroud in my DFS article. My number 1 play was Josh Allen, who went batshit. And my number 2 play for Money Saver was CJ Stroud, who threw for 310 and 2 touchdowns. So I knew his prop was like 240. Should have bet the over on his prop. But I went Tank Dell instead. I knew Stroud was going to overachieve. I knew the Steeler offense was going to overachieve. Just didn't know fucking Nico Collins was going to fucking catch 100 balls for 1,000 yards. But that sucked. That was my biggest bet. Hit the Josh Allen overpassing touchdowns. Had Tank Dell with Sutton and Pickens. That sucked. Justin Jefferson ends at 100 at 85. I mean, they didn't even have the ball in the second half. Fucking long drives that ended in defensive touchdowns and then long drives for Carolina. That one sucked. Bill, what happened to Chris Olave? I'm getting killed in the chat for Chris Olave all yesterday. For Tank Dell yesterday. Chris Olave. Who the fuck knew Chris Olave was going to catch for 4 yards yesterday?
It was the wrong you because of the quarterback. The quarterback changed.
Oh, Derek Carr's been there all fucking year.
No, you said that was a play only because.
Yes. No, but I still bet it. I just didn't double max it.
Well, that has a lot to do with it because Kamara came back and had what?
Yeah.
25 catches on 11 yards.
Yeah, and every 13 catches for 33 yards.
Yeah, so
you'll never see that again. But
he got 16.6 points in a PPR league. You fucking joke.
Yeah, I mean, Rackets, what the fuck happened there? Because literally everyone was certain that Kamara was going to hurt Michael Thomas because of where Michael Thomas plays on the field and where Kamara lines up and where he catches the balls. Olave got 6 targets. He got the same amount of targets as fucking Michael Thomas.
I mean, it was just Kamara killing all the fucking drives, bro. You can't catch 13 balls and gain fucking
33 yards.
30 yards. Like, that's insane.
That's absolutely insane. Keenan Allen was a big one for everybody. Huh? How about that game? 3 for 32. What happened there? So very weird week from the props perspective. Made up for it, though, Silly Billy, with the live bets. I went ham on live bets. Bills, Houston money line winner. Vikings money line winner. Bengals plus 260 loser. Bills minus 19.5 plus 330 in the middle of the game. Smash. And then Bills minus 13.5 smash. And then Zach Wilson at night yardage over smash. So I ended up about breaking even at 4. Lost money at 1 because the props went sideways. And then pretty much swept the night game. That was easy. Mahomes rushing was one of our favorites. Max bet. Garrett Wilson, Kelsey, and Mahomes. Bang. Zach Wilson over bang. So overall, not a great Sunday for me. Break even afternoon, great night, but the morning is where I had a lot of my bet. I lost money at 1 o'clock for sure. So let's get to the game tonight. Let's make it back. Had a monster Friday, 18 units. Had a monster a very good Saturday. Little bad Sunday morning day.
Except for Notre Dame, right?
No. I covered the spread on that. I had 7.5. I won my bet.
We're going to win, right? Where's the glue? Where's the glue you and Howie said I was sniffing?
You were sniffing glue. You said they were going to kill him.
To cover the spread.
On a fucking fluke touchdown run with 2 seconds left.
They led the whole game.
They were there to kick the field goal.
They led the whole game except for the last 2 minutes.
They were about to kick the field goal, and he accidentally broke it for a touchdown for you to cover. They weren't covering the whole second half.
They led the whole game.
You're such a lucky prick. I hate him, Rackets. I mean, that literally a 50-yard. Dude, that was on fucking Scott Van Pelt's Bad Beats. That's what it led the show. And Bill's taking credit for it. I told you they'd cover. And by the way,
so they were going to win.
People that say never to buy points, that plus 7.5 felt really nice at the end of that game when they covered by a half point. Good luck with your 5.5s. Here's the thing. Anyone who took plus 5.5 is a fucking idiot. Okay? You're a fucking idiot. Because you should either go up. Well, yeah, I'm going to tell him he's a fucking idiot, and I'm going to tell him why. I didn't even know he took 5.5 till right now. But yes, how you're an idiot then. Because here's what you do on 5.5, Rackets. You either pay the juice and get up to a reasonable number like 6 or 7, right? Who cares if you lay 140? We lay 140 on baseball bets every day. Who gives a shit? Why is that any different? Or you go down to 3.5 and get plus 130.
Or you money line the parlay.
Right.
There's only like 3 different ways to do it.
You don't stay in that zone.
You don't stay in the dead zone.
You either come down and get huge plus money, or you go up and pay negative, or take the money line. But that was great.
You can't play the bad numbers because they're bad numbers.
They're dead numbers for a reason. Yeah, you can't play that dead number. You at least got to get up to 6. You at least got to get up to 6 because at least you're on a real number. Tonight, Bill, what are we thinking?
I didn't even think you got to go right with Kenneth Walker touchdown.
Love it.
I mean, minus 115 on FanDuel. I don't know if it's better anywhere else.
That's just low. It should be minus 150.
I mean, I think that's free money. People keep talking about, Charbonnet or whatever. He's not going to get the goal line carries. That's
He'll get some. Not enough.
Walker's the guy, bro. Walker's the guy.
Who's the? By the way, who was the one who initiated the Kenneth Walker props to the universe last year?
You did.
Go on.
You did. He's got 4 touchdowns already on the year. The only week he didn't score was week 1. I think that should have been higher. Like they're putting CMC every week at like 250. So you're going to give me Walker at minus 115. That's another one. I love pairing those guys together when they play on Sundays. So I'm going right back to him tonight, minus 115. you want to take Charbonnet because he's like 350 or 400. I mean, go ahead. He may score. He may not. He hasn't scored all season. So I'd rather go with the guy who we know is going to score, who has 4 touchdowns already running, and going right with that.
And by the way, Kenneth Walker, the thing I told everyone last year, again, this comes from watching him a ton in college. This kid's got a nose for the goal line, dude. It's like the fucking the dogs that are in the races where they fucking drop the carrot or the rabbit, right? They chase the rabbit around. That's what that 20-yard line is for Kenneth Walker. Once he gets there, like he's a savage to get to the end zone. So I love Kenneth Walker touchdown, 100% minus 115. And I'm not a big bet touchdown guy, but love the Kenneth Walker touchdown in this game. Rackets, I'm going right back to Waller. I did it last week. I'm going right back to it again this week because the bottom line is Waller should have had like 90 yards last week. Obviously, we do
he's
have
the only threat on that offense.
Do have Moore back, right? Is that what
I
Nene was saying?
so, yeah.
Moore's back today. I'm not worried about that. I'm going right back to Darren Waller in this spot. I'm going to alt him down probably to 40, 25. Put him in some alt line parlays. For the subscribers, I'll give you those. I like Waller and I like Walker. What do you like here? What do you like in the game in total?
I'll be on the under. The under's come down. We got 47.5 in that teaser from Friday. It's 46.5 now. It's got a point of value on the total. I don't really have a good read on this. I don't think the Seahawks are as good as everybody else thinks that they are. And
it's gone up, Rackets. That's what scares me a little bit. It was like 45.5. It's gone up to 47.5.
It was 47.5. Yeah, and then it came back down to 46.5. I don't know. I think it's right in that zone, dude. I don't like the Giants' offense. Like I've said it on here just in this show a bunch of times, and I'm not really high on the Seahawks that much either. So I think this game stays under the total of 46. It's a primetime game. I think they've only 2 of those games have gone over all season long. And I'm sitting on the teaser, so I like where I'm sitting right now.
I mean, this is the ultimate 13-point teaser game. Ultimate.
I think the line is pretty accurate.
It
honestly.
is. The line is dead on the spread. I do think the Giants should probably be -1 rather than +2, right? So, I like the Giants side of this for sure. But this is the ultimate. Okay, you take 2.5-point spreads are the best to begin with, right? So that's the best way to do it to begin with. So you're basically getting the Giants, and if you can't do the 13-point teaser, you could do it with alt lines. FanDuel will let you combine the alt lines. Just do it the same way. So you can get the Giants plus 15.5. Bill, tell me what you think of this. Giants plus 15.5. Seahawks plus 10.5. Right? Over 33.5. Under 59.5. What loses on that, Bill? So I'm going to go through each one. We're going to play our new game. Love it, like it, hate it. What do you think, Bill? Giants plus 15.5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they get blown out.
No, we're playing the fucking game. Love it, like it, hate it.
I like
Bill,
it.
what do you think of the Giants plus 15.5?
Like it.
I like
Bill,
it.
what do you think of the Seahawks plus 10.5?
Love it.
What do you
like
think
it.
of under 59.5?
Love it.
What do you think of over 33.5?
Love it.
All right.
like it.
So we got 3 love it's and a like it. Rackets, what were you?
2 and 2.
2.
Okay. I got to give Bill a chance to do his sound effect because he loves it. Bill, what do you think of Giants plus 2.5?
Nah.
And that was the first ever Stay Cashin edition of Love It, Like It.
Hate it.
Bill.
Come on, Bill.
I mean, Bill. And that was the first ever edition of Love It, Like It, Hate It. Sponsored by Stay Cashin Show and Tommy G. Sign up at 4D Bets. Use VIP20 for 20% off. All right. That's all the props and plays you get for tonight. I do like the Giants if I'm going to bet it. I'm going to go the teaser route.
I'm on the opposite side of you. I didn't.
Oh, you like the Seahawks here, huh?
Yeah, I don't think Giants are bad, bro.
They're bad, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm not betting them straight. I'm not betting them. I just feel like this is a buzz
They had
in
their
New York.
Cinderella year last year, and we kind of called it out like, we don't think this team is as good
No,
as they're
we
playing right
blatantly
now.
called it out. We said they're not this good.
They're kind of coming back down to earth. Dude.
Yeah,
They're not good.
I mean, they don't. Barkley with the injury and everything.
That's the thing. If the Barkley's playing, I
If he
still
was
think I like Daniel Jones tonight. Let me put it that way. I'm going to be playing a lot of Daniel Jones props.
Ev, actually, MGM has Walker minus 110 instead of minus 115, which is actually better.
Hmm.
But yeah, FanDuel has a prop tonight. Daniel Jones 25 rushing and Walker 50 rushing for plus 200. So which one of those loses?
Based on the free bet I had to give away, Daniel Walker rushing.
What? Daniel Walker? Would you combine both?
I did.
He's going to be Danny Pennies in the first quarter again tonight. Tommy's going to be fucking motherfucking. Why did I even bet this motherfucker's
Danny Pennies? Danny Pennies.
He's going to be Danny Pennies by
Yeah,
10,
so 25 for him,
first quarter.
50 for Walker, plus 200. They're giving you double because that comes out to a plus 101 if you do it regular. So they're doubling it to plus 200. What doesn't hit?
Can someone find me a Brightwell prop?
See, Daniel Jones, I'm with you. I love the rushing.
Bill, why don't you just read the 3 to me, and when you could play Love It, Like It, and
3 what?
hate it. The 3 things you do. That's what the game is built for. When you have 3 things, you're putting in a parlay to decide which one's going to.
There's only 2 though. What are you
Well,
talking
then
about?
play it with me
Only
anyway.
2. No, I already know. Well, which one doesn't hit? Tommy, go ahead. Tell me.
Let's say you got Sam.
Daniel Jones, 25 yards rushing. Love it, like it,
Like it.
hate it, like it. Walker, 50 yards rushing.
Love it.
Okay. So which one doesn't hit? Another? It cashes then?
It cashes.
All right.
So
Tommy G said take the boost. You heard it here first.
Nah,
Guy
Walker.
who never
It's
takes
going to
the
be.
boost says take the boost.
It's going to be Daniel Jones. It doesn't hit.
There are no Brightwell props yet.
Yeah, we need Brightwell props, guys. I need Brightwell props.
They put them up last week, like towards
Live.
when the game
Live. Yeah, I need Brightwell props. I think he's gonna be involved. I almost said sneeze. Anything else on this game, guys? Anything else you like? Any other props? I like Waller. You guys like Waller too? We were on him last week. We've been on him all year. Not gonna stop now.
I started him in seasonal, but I don't know, man.
It's just
I want to see them use him, but I don't know.
I feel like you got to look within the box score sometimes, right? That's why I hate Bill's box score watching tendencies. That Daniel Jones missed Waller on a 58-yard touchdown and a 25-yard or 15-yard slant that would have extended the drive for 10 more plays. Those are both drive-killing misses. So you would have got about 10 more plays on top of the 60, 80 yards that they missed him for. So Waller should have gone fucking ham last week. So, that's it on that game. Not too much. We'll be in the Discord talking about it. We'll be on the show tonight talking about it. If you need to bet a side, I'm on Giants' side. Bill, you're on Seattle. Rackets, where are you?
Right, Jesus Christ. Seattle, I guess.
Yeah, I always side with the home teams. You guys know that. Actually, hold on. This is a great game to look at where the lines are moving. Let's do that.
The chat is begging for an exact score.
You want my exact score. All right. So let's see here. The Giants, oof. All right, no, that's not an inverse movement. Giants started off as a 1-point favorite and up to a 2.5-point dog. 75% of the public is on the Seahawks. 53% of the money is on the Giants. So that would favor the Giants. You are getting steam coming through 0 on the Seahawks, but 75% of the public on a primetime game is on the Seahawks. At least the line's moving with it at least, and 76% of the public's on the over.
I think this whole week is going to be favorites. They're all going to hit. I think they're just going to finish.
You don't
it up
think they got to finish it off, Bill?
Nope. They're going to give everybody a week. I'm telling you, it's
the Swift week, right?
All the time.
You know what's fun, Bill? Bigger conspiracy. Maybe they're giving them the week because there's a lot of new football bettors from the Swifties.
It happens all the time, bro. There's like 2 weeks where all the favorites win. This is going to be one of them.
All right. So, Evan, what did you do in the chat? You said everyone wants to know what?
Your exact score prediction. There's like 50 people asking.
Now, hurry up because we got to run through this baseball.
Start with the baseball while I look up the correct score.
Rackets, Houston somehow wasn't it first all season, wiggles their way into a bye.
That's crazy.
Wiggled their way into a bye. They're not even playing good, dude.
Put them in the ALCS right now.
Put them in the ALCS, and honestly, I'm not scared of them, dude. Like I thought coming into this that I was gonna be like, oh fuck, we're gonna have to play the Astros. I don't mind.
Well, I mean, most likely you're going to play the Orioles. You're going to play Tampa.
Yeah, they're probably going to get Tampa in the divisional round, and then it's probably going to be what was an Astros in the ALCS, dude, and that's pretty much what we asked for. I couldn't believe the Mariners didn't make it. Like once they started, they won the first 2 in Texas. I thought they were going to make their run and, to end up getting a spot. Then they lose 8-0, and Toronto lost too, but it didn't matter at that point. But it's like, dude, like Seattle just fucking choked away their whole thing. The Padres almost made it after playing like shit for 9/10 of the season. They ended up winning 11 out of 15 or something like that, 11 out of 13 to make a run. But it's funny how it all worked out, bro. Like, Astros, of course, are number fucking 2, and the NL is going to be the NL is going to be a dogfight, bro. You got the Phillies, the Braves, the Dodgers. Like, any of those 3 teams could come out of the National League, and I would not be surprised.
You know what's awesome, Bill? I just to kind of, I'm not trying to stop you guys. I didn't even realize the first game is at 3:08.
It's all day baseball, all day for the rest of the week. Yeah, it's great.
I thought it was early. I thought it was later. That's good. That's really cool.
Toronto still has no starting pitcher, which is very weird. I don't know what they're doing.
So
and all 4 teams playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I was fucked up. I thought it was 2 days of the Wild. What's going on?
So
best of 3.
It's best of 3.
So this is best of 3 again. That's right. My bad.
Best of 3,
I remember
3 days in a row.
remember the one and done.
Yeah, 3 days. They play 3 days in a row.
All right, so they're going 3 days in a row here. All right, that's fucking awesome.
That's why the game 1 is so important to win, because if you win game 1, you get to rest your pitching staff.
And that's why that bye was so important
starter. You lose game 1, it's game 2. Everybody's pitching. Like it's
game
like
7 every day.
Exactly. Yep. And then you're screwed for game 3 because you just used your guys game 2. Yep. So game 1, bro, is very important for all these teams.
So let's talk about this. Let's break this down here. So wild card series, Rangers Rays -170 Rays +138 Rangers.
Tampa's going to win the series. It's not going to be quick though, but
you got to give them the edge on the pitching game 1 by far, right? Montgomery and Glass now.
Yeah. I like the Rays for the series. Game by game, I don't really know the pitching matchups aside from Eflin is probably going game 2, and I would assume Eovaldi's going game 2 for the Rangers, but I don't think either of those are confirmed.
Eflin's definitely going for the Rangers. They have not confirmed for the Rays. They haven't confirmed the Rangers.
Yeah, I'm not
sure.
There's no
confirmed. I don't think anyone's going to confirm anything beyond game 2.
Yeah, which is why I like just the series prices. So I'm going with the Rays for the.
I'm going to do a parlay here. I'm going to go Rays. All right. Bill, what do you like other series?
Rays.
We're on the Rays. All right. So we're taking the Rays. You have anything else on this?
No, I was going to go down to Twins and Jays.
Yeah, let's go. Twins, Jays, Blue Jays at home. Twins -124 +102. Come back on the Jays Rackets.
Bro, so a couple people in the chat asked me last week of who I thought the dark horse was. They wanted over a +1,000 to win the whole thing. And I said if the Blue Jays get in the American League, that's your +1,000 or better. They have the top 5 bullpen. They have top 5 starting pitching, and they have a top 5 offense. They just haven't really clicked all season long like that. But they've played well over the last 2 weeks, and I think last I saw they were like +1,200. That's my sneaky play. If you want a fucking dark horse to take the American League or a dark horse to take the World Series, it's the Blue Jays. I like them at +102 for the series. The Twins are playing well, but the Twins haven't won a playoff series since I can fucking remember, bro.
And so usually because they play the Yankees.
And it's usually because of the Yankees, but the Blue Jays are kind of built like all those Yankees teams that were beating them in the past. So I do like the Blue Jays here at +102. I think you're going to see the Blue Jays move on and play the Astros in that first ALCS game.
Bill?
Or not ALCS, the ALDS.
Yeah, I mean, Pablo Lopez for game 1, Sonny Gray for game 2 for Minnesota. Yeah. And then nothing for Toronto yet at all. That's the only thing that scares me, man. Toronto's pitching is suspect.
I mean, they got Gossman, dude.
They're good, though. They're legit. They're legit.
Yeah. I love the plus money on the Blue Jays here. So Evan, put me down plus money.
That series I'm going to stay away from.
I'm building a +1,000. I'm going to see if I can get you. And I have the correct score, by the way. Evan, remind me to say it before we leave. Actually, let me just give it now. The correct score is 24-20. Flipped both ways. So we're going to take.
I was going to say 23-20. So we're on the same spot.
I mean, let's do both.
We're in the same
let's
area.
do both 23-20 and 24-20. Both ways on both of them. I mean, they're like plus 10,000 those things, so you could throw a couple bucks on all those. So we're gonna do 23-20 and 24-20 both ways. So Giants 23, Seahawks 20 is plus 7,000. Giants 24, Seahawks 20 is plus 11,000. Seahawks 24. Giants 20 is Seahawks 24. Giants 20 is plus 11,000. And Seahawks 23. Giants 20 is plus 7,000. So it's 2 7-11s. Wow, we're fucking on that may be lucky for us right here. Maybe lucky.
Yep.
Let's see. So 24-20 and 23-20. Flip both ways for both teams. Have some fun with that. I've been so close on all these. Let's go. I hit one of them, and then I've been close on all the ones after it, so it wasn't a flash in the pan. Let's go to build a plus 1,000 parlay that I'm doing here. I'm leading it with the Tampa Bay Rays minus 170. I'm then moving in the Toronto Blue Jays plus 102. We will now go to the third game, and this is for the series. These are series bets.
These are series bets, yeah.
Yeah, this is series parlay.
There's no way that the Philadelphia Phillies lose this series to the Marlins.
No, 100%. I think it's 2 games.
I think it's 2 games. The Phillies are hot, bro.
Don't do it, Tommy. I mean, Phillies are going. I think Phillies are going to NLCS for me. So
yeah, I think so too.
Good luck, Tommy.
He wants the Marlins so bad. I know
that's not my bet. It's not my bet.
He does so bad.
My bet I was going to put in this parlay was 3 games for the series. I think the Marlins steal a game.
No, I don't think so.
That's tough. I don't know.
All right, let's go Phillies.
It's the Phillies, and I don't think it's close in this one.
Okay.
Yep.
I do think it's close. This Marlin team's.
This is where you can get off the radar, though. This next one.
I do think that fucking the Phillies win this series. I think Phillies in 3 would be my favorite bet. Phillies in 3. Can you even bet that? Let me see.
Yeah, you can.
Correct series
Yeah,
score. Yeah, Phillies 2-1. Put me down. I'm not putting this in the parlay. Put me down for that, Evan. Phillies 2-1 series win plus 210. And then series to go 3 games. Exact games is plus 100 or something. Minus 110. Martin, the Fish are going to steal one. Let's go to the final game here. This is the fun one. This is the crazy one. And this is the craziest line, Rackets. Why are the Milwaukee Brewers minus almost 200?
I don't know, bro. The Diamondbacks are going to win this series.
Yeah, they are.
Everyone's giving the Brewers so much respect because of the starting pitching, but the Diamondbacks can just manufacture runs, and in the playoffs, that's what you fucking need to do. You get a walk, or you get a hit by pitch, you get anybody on first base. The Diamondbacks are turning that into a triple within 3 pitches. They're going to steal second. They're either going to bunt over the third, or they're going to steal third straight up. And if it's Corbin Carroll, he's going to steal on the next 2 pitches and end up at third. So he better not be on base the entire time if you're the Brewers.
How is Arizona in the playoffs?
Stealing bases and running the bases. That's
right.
All they do, bro. Give me the plus 154 on the Diamondbacks for the series. If at worst it's a 3-game series, if the Brewers do win, it's going 3 no matter what. But
so
I like the Diamondbacks, man.
I think whoever comes out of there, the Dodgers beat either way. But I think where the upset is, and I said it, I think the Phillies upset the Braves, and I think the Phillies are in it because I think
you like them a lot.
Yeah, that's my
Let me just
my play that I love.
Phillies. Yeah, you would like that for a while. Let me just put this parlay out officially. This is plus 1122. Tampa Bay minus 170. Blue Jays plus 102. Phillies minus 200. And Arizona plus 154. 4-leg parlay plus 1122. I am going to put this in twice. I'm going to if you were going to do $10 on it, I'm going to probably do 250 on this, maybe 500, 250 on each. I'm going to split it up, and in one I'm going to have the Phillies, and the other one I'm going to have 3 games. So,
but
I have to.
And again, I'm going to laugh at, but I'm sorry, Rackets. I just think the Astros are sitting there, bro, and they're like, we're in the World Series. Like they're just.
I was honestly a month ago, I would have said the same thing. Kyle Bradish in his career against the Astros, I think it's like 6 starts now. The Astros have scored like 1 run off of him in all of the starts.
This is the playoffs, dude.
Bradish is a bona fide ace, guys.
I think that Baltimore series goes like 6 or 7, and I think Astros win in 5, and I think they're just sitting there waiting for you guys.
So the Orioles play the winner of
Tampa
the
Bay,
Toronto,
Texas. Yeah,
right, Tampa Bay.
Right. So on Thursday's show, we only got 1 game on Thursday. So on Thursday's show, we'll break down the one game. We won't have as much news as we usually do on the Monday show to recap. And we'll go into what happens in the next round because we'll be there pretty much, right?
Yep.
A couple series will be over.
The O's start on Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, so let's save that because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the games. So we'll pretty much have a good lay of the land on what's going on for that next round of games.
Thank you, Bananas. Real quick, Bananas. Kyle Bradish 2-0 with an ERA of 0 and 25 strikeouts in 3 appearances against the Astros in his career.
In the
He's
playoffs?
been shutting them down just in his career.
Oh,
that's career numbers.
They cheat in the playoffs. They're cheating the playoffs, guys, not the regular.
They have a losing record at home this year.
They cheat in the play. You're a Yankee fan. How do you not know what happens to the Astros in the playoffs? Me and Bill told you a month ago.
No,
Watch the Astros. They're going to win the division. They're going to get a bye, and they're going to win the World Series again. And it's happening already.
Lo and behold, they won the last 4 games of the season.
Came out of nowhere, just swept the last 5 games, walked into a bye, and now they're sitting on the fucking Orioles that they're going to have to beat to get there. And before that,
they have to be.
And before that, they got to play what the fucking
Toronto and Minnesota.
Toronto.
If they get that series,
yeah.
Oh,
they get Toronto. They get Toronto.
Bro, you're not getting to the Astros. The Rays are going to eliminate you and fucking bye.
That series.
You're not getting to the Astros.
Even if Baltimore gets out of that 6-7,
they're going to beat the Rays. They'll beat the Rays.
You're not getting to the Astros. All right, we'll talk about this on Thursday. This is gonna be, I'm so happy that you got to play the Rays or the Rangers. So the Astros walk through the Baltimore deserves that.
They're sitting there looking like we're going to be in the World.
They're in the World Series. Yeah, unless they play the Rays, they're in the World Series. Right, the Rays would be a fun series, but
no.
Wow. Baltimore has the best fucking season that you could have fucking imagined, and they got to walk into the Rays in round 2. Jeez, your guys are done.
Sucks.
Brackets final
beat
word.
them all season long. I'm not worried about them.
It's the regular season.
I don't care, bro. They were the best record in 1-run games in the league. That's all playoff games are 1-run games.
I remember my first time watching playoff baseball. Rackets final words.
Stop it. Tommy G doesn't know anything. Those are my final words.
Bill Rupp, final words.
I said it months ago. Astros World Series.
Did you see I looked down at him there? I want to look at the YouTube and see if that looked
don't
funny.
Win the World Series. You'll never hear the end of it.
No, you're not winning the World Series.
You better hope it.
Evan Hand, what did you think?
Better go to bed praying at night.
Evan Hand, final words on the Jets game last night.
Rigged, and congrats to Joshua Maestas for winning the free week.
All right. That doesn't sound like a name of anyone on the show either, so it doesn't sound like a burner account. Probably legitimate. Good job, Benny. First time we don't have Evan hosting. It's the first time we don't have cheating in the Streamlabs. Benny does it again, Bill. Evan's fired. 4, Joey Rackets and 9. Go buy the seasonal guide at 4deep.com. Evan Hand, Benny Riccardi. Guys, let's give a round of applause for Benny Riccardi in the background. Saving the day and firing and getting Evan Hand fired. Good job, Benny. Bill Rupp, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!